Hey guys, in this video we are featuring the most overpowered tier 9 tank in general, not just the most overpowered tank destroyer, but the most overpowered tank. As I said in previous videos that for a tank to be classified as overpowered, it needs to have a lot of pros and basically very few cons and not at all. And this tank has no weakness, zero. When we talk about Tehran still has no armor, right? It's still broken because of its high alpha, but this tank has everything. It has 420 alpha, a little less for TD, but it doesn't matter because it has 2700 DPM. It has better DPM than the tier 10 Valor. It has 10 degrees of gun depression. The tank can brawl with mediums of same tier and even heavies. It has 10 meters worse camo than Baby Waffle, and not to mention because it's a TD, you can basically outspot anyone and just farm with your DPM. It has solid turret, can't be penned with standard rounds for at least tier 9s. Can get with premium, but it is a pretty small target. And the thing is, because it's a TD, it won't be easily spotted, so you can't really pen that or see that armor that you're trying to pen. So if you do end up hitting it, more likely than not, you will bounce. Very solid hull as well. Lower plate can be penned. Solid size as well. It's I think it's 70. So armor wise, it has better armor than most tier 10 mediums, if not all. It can even outplay tier 10 mediums or some of them, or the heavies. So basically you start as a sniper, farm them with your epic DPM, standard shells APCR, very good shell velocity, 1450, premiums heat 325, and even respectable shell velocity for heat 1050 if I'm not mistaken. Then as I mentioned earlier, you have 10 degrees of gun depression. So if we talk about specific roles, right, Baby Waffle will still be a better in exclusive TD role. But how often does that happen, right? The games now get over quick. You either get YOLO if you're trying to play aggressive. In Baby Waffle, you're always sniping, right? You can't be aggressive at all. And when you do, you have to trade your HP. But this tank provides the flexibility to play however you like. And as you can see, right, I don't get spotted whenever enemies spotted. I get the first shot for free, and then I can just back up. And because I have 10 degrees of gun depression, I don't really expose myself that much. So no chance for enemy to hit me. And this game would be a perfect example to show how strong this tank is, because of the different position I'll be able to take and outtrade other tanks. Not to mention, this tank also has a fully rotating turret, so it makes it even easier for you to peek corners and ridges. So in this map, I'm in Sand River. I go to the starting D6 position to punish as they're coming in. I got some early shots in that Conqueror and Jagdpanzer. The score's 1600 damage. The score is even 1313. Not much happening right now, so we'll go back to the review part. This is a premium. It's only available once so far, so if you like to play overpowered tanks, this is a tank. There's no tank that can beat this tank 1v1. Absolutely no tank. You can even go head to head with the tier 10s. Of course, don't start brawling in the beginning just because you have other strats that you should utilize before you start relying on your armor, which is reliable. And tier 9, we're waiting for it to be on sale again. And as I said, you'll definitely enjoy playing this tank. Doesn't have that huge TD alpha, but as I said, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you can keep farming people, right? With the DPM you have 10 degrees of gun depression, less exposure time. Because it's a TD, it does not have a stabilizer, right? And that's one of the things you don't want to brawl early on, because you don't have stabilizer, so the bloom is a little big, so you need time to aim, and that you can't do that if you're fighting 2 or 3 tanks early on in a more heavy tank position. And but even with the big bloom, right, the soft dispersion or soft gun handling is very respectable, like any American tank. They don't have, they could have big blooms, but more often than not, The shell hits the target. Now if it'll pen it or not, it's a different thing, but they do hit the target most of the time. It's a respectable gun handling, and if you fully aim, yeah, you're not gonna miss. It is post 6.0 where shots go exactly where you aim. Our team is now losing 10-2. 2 tanks disadvantage. 2 of our tanks push towards their base to finish the 1 tank they had there. Try to shoot Progetto, I bounced. Our grill do finish the Conqueror that was pushing on the K line. D57 is trying to get to the corner to kill our guy, and I do manage to pen him. Put another shot, thought I missed. It seems a little slow, but I low roll unfortunately, but I ended up tracking him, and our baby waffle finished the tank at 4k damage. So in tier 9, if you do 7k damage, it's considered a decent game. And this game I had a lot of more potential to do damage. I did get a little bit unlucky towards the end. I'm still holding this ridge position, pretty powerful, especially because I know our guy at C1 is alive. As long as there, I don't have to worry about the backside. There is one heavy close to me, but I started suspecting that tank destroyer will die soon, as there's no one really covering him. So I moved into a little bit back position because here I can outspot the Yag as well as anyone else and get the shot for free. 5,000 damage, losing 6-9. The SU is pushing the Ruthless, is full health. Ruthless is also getting shot by artillery, and then 268 pushed from the ravine, finishing the Ruthless. 5v9, and I am full health. This game had a lot of potential, but I didn't realize what's happening, so at this point, instead of winning, I decided to hold corner so I can farm them as they're coming from the AB line, since they had 2 full health tanks spotted over there. We have enough support for the JK line, so A8 is a very decent spot. You can watch the A line, as well as if anyone tries to jump their Conqueror, I can support them. So I was hoping their team would come, and nonetheless they do shortly. Still losing by 4 tanks. And the tank is mobile as well. Forgot to mention about the speed earlier actually. The tank is mobile, so you can quickly rotate. You know how important mobility is in this game. And it goes 67 forward, 24 backward, 380 view range, not the best, but it does have 540 ATL as well. So 268 was coming. I put a shot at him and try to help my teammate who got set on fire by the SU. I realized the heavy is also pushing. I wanted to finish that SU so that at least there's less targets to worry about, because SU does have very good camo in class, and he could easily outspawn me if he has the right crew. However, he being fixed turreted wasn't a problem. He do manage to hit the SU. And now shifted my attention to 268. Again, a tier 10 TD, right? And you can see standard shell went through his superstructure, and he's coming 10 using my 10 degrees of gun depression. I was able to just eat this tier 10 TD. I penned 4 shots. I think he lost a little bit of HP earlier, but he failed to kill the tier 9. I take a shot from Baby Waffle in the back, and I'm now at 1,000 damage. Artillery started focusing onto me. It felt like we are making a comeback, as it's 3 versus 6. Their Progetto that I bounced earlier is 1 shot. D50 is 1 shot, and then Baby Buffalo, of course, full. But for some reason, he's shooting HE. So at this point, I had hope. So I decided to stay here to help our 704 because he's holding the other 2 heavies. So I thought, I'll just stay here. If I move, I might take a shot. As well as I was worried that Baby Waffle might spot me. So just holding, trying to spot the Baby Waffle. Unfortunately, I couldn't. And the artillery just kept focusing me, even though I'm not spotted. But there are only 2 of us in the game left. Where else would he focus? So just trying to get vision, make sure the back of 704 is covered. I wanted to get rid of the T58 because after that then I can rotate. T58 also, 750 alpha, 3-shot autoloader, and it'll pen you more likely than not since it has penetration. I decided to move from that position since artillery was continuously shooting, as well as T58 was close, could have spotted and penned me. I came to the lower side just to see if anyone's coming from the bottom. And I thought maybe I'll spot the waffle. I couldn't. I decided to go back up because I was hoping the T-58 by this time would start pushing up the A line to finish the tank destroyer, especially since not being spotted by me. So he very likely that he thought I either moved to A0 or ran away. 704 still full health. Try to safely peek and spot T-58. He was not on the right side. I wanted to check on the A line. And fair enough, he was there. He's 420, my alpha is, he's 421, my alpha is 420. I low rolled. And baby waffle shot AT on me again. So now this guy was going to push me. And since artillery was focusing, I thought, you know what, I'll just try to farm damage. I decided to rotate towards the A line so I can punish baby waffle. Unfortunately for me, Jag gets spotted. He's the one I penned twice. He didn't do anything the entire game, but did end up hitting me. I was going fast as well, but he didn't miss the shot. Good shot by him. And as soon as I thought I might have a 10k game, which was possible, right? All I had to do was kill artillery, and it would be a 10k game. 10k in a tier 9. Always nice, as that's not something that happens very common. But I bet a different fate. Nonetheless, as you can see, I was able to snipe in the beginning, and then I was also able to brawl with that 268 as he was coming, right? I penned him 4 times. He wasn't able to do anything. It's very difficult to dig out a AAT60 because of its gun depression, because of its camo, because of its gun, because of its DPM. The tank just has everything. The only thing I guess is you can say for a TD it's a less alpha, but it's a mixture of how effectively you can use it, right? If you can keep pumping that 420 damage every 6.5 seconds, it doesn't matter. So 8600, almost 8600 damage, and a loss. It happens, but most of the good games only happen when your team is not as good. Same with the enemy team. Both teams are equally bad, but your team is slightly worse. That's where the good team happens. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day.